Hi guys, welcome to day 7 of Vlogmas, day 7. We're almost running to the day that I can no longer hold up my hands as to what day of Vlogmas we're at. But today's video, I'm going to show you guys my study routine. So the past 2 videos have been finals and what I do basically for finals, and how I'm preparing. So now we're going to actually prepare for a test that I have tomorrow. So this isn't technically a final, but it's during finals week. So it's I guess a final. I'm acting as if it's final because I want to do good. First off, I always have something to drink. I just happen to have Chick-fil-A tonight with my family. So my go-to drink order everywhere I go is Diet Dr. Pepper. If they don't have Diet Dr. Pepper, then I get Diet Coke, but most places have Diet Dr. Pepper, just not everywhere. Also, Diet Coke is better than Coke Zero. I'm just gonna say it. I do in fact drink diet soda everywhere because I think it tastes better. That's the only reason that I drink diet soda, because I just think it tastes way better. I know it's not good for you. You have all the artificial stuff in it, but soda's not good for you in general, so I try to drink it in moderation. So sometimes I get lemonade and stuff, but as a girl with celiac, I gotta make sure it's Minute Maid lemonade and that kind of stuff. So I try to limit how much soda I drink, but when I do get soda, I usually get diet. The only time I don't get diet is if they have root beer, but not diet root beer. I get the root beer. I just don't get the root beer at Chick-fil-A. I don't know why. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into my study routine. Like I said, I'm studying for tests I have tomorrow. It's history. So, yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. You guys are seeing this Sunday. I'm pre-recording some videos, so this is Friday night. Basically, I'm gonna show you guys the little setup here. Let me just clear my desk because so you don't want to have to see everything that I just have a lot of things I just randomly keep on my desk. Anyway, so I first get a clear spot on my desk. I make sure I have whatever drink in hand. So yeah, half empty sadly, but I've got a clear space, which is always helpful. And now I'm gonna grab out my computer. So yeah, let's grab out the computer. I had to buy, so for one of my finals, I had to go out and buy it. This book that we have to do for the essay final that I have, and I had to go buy it today. I went to my school library because they have it in the vending machine a lot of times, but I went there and the vending machine was out of order. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So then I had to go to my school store and buy it there. So I wasn't too excited about having to do that, but it's okay. It's always just a little bit awkward though, because they keep them in the back, so I have to go up and ask them. I'm waiting for this thing to turn on. It's a good computer, but it takes a hot minute to turn on. So yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of run down how I study for test. So I know you guys are probably getting kind of tired of the finals videos. I promise there's a lot more coming out than this. This will probably be the last one until I reflect. Next week I'm gonna do a reflection because I think that's pretty fun to see people reflect on how they think they did in finals. Maybe in a week when I do that, I'll actually have some of the scores. Let me see. Let me do some research. Let me see. I'm gonna look up let's see. I'm gonna see when they have their final grades out. Okay, so no later, than 72 hours after final exam. So maybe I'll wait till after 72 hours of my psychology exam and kind of reflect. I don't know if I'll share the grades because, like, it always makes me a little nervous, like, just sharing my grades with people. Even when I do well, I don't know. But I feel like either way, it just feels weird. If I do well, I don't want to sound like I'm overly bragging. But if I don't do good, obviously, I don't want to, like... So, yeah. I will probably, honestly, record each day after my finals and be like, this is how I feel today. And then I'll look at my grades and be like, this is how I feel after everything. So, yeah. So let's go over to my class. So, let's see. So I got my class pulled up, and then I also pulled up the study guide that I have. So I'm going to go through real quick, edit any extra information that I want to add. I have been studying this, but I may want to add in some extra information. So that's the first step I'm going to do. That's step 1, is going in, making sure everything is just complete. This is what I always do the night before. So this is my study routine because it's the night before. I always just, read through the study guide. I always double check everything. I do that a lot, actually. Next step I will do is study for like an hour. Just, even if I studied for days, I will still study for like an hour, maybe even 2. Tonight I'm gonna do 2 just because I really want to be prepared for this. So I go through, study for 2 hours. Even if I know this information by heart and I could go and like tell the world about it, I still study for an hour or 2, depending on how big the test is. This is a bigger test, so 2 hours. After that, I take the practice test. So let's kind of backtrack a little bit. This is the night before, so I'm telling you, but now I'm going to tell you guys the step before this, like a few nights ago. But I'm going to go through and complete any practice tests and then grade them and see what I'm probably going to get on this test tomorrow based on the practice test I've made. And then usually I will close my computer for the night, go to bed, wake up, and then I will review a ton the morning of, go take the test, and yeah. So now you may be wondering, well, what you do a few days before. So a few days before, the night before, I sit down, create a study guide, and create practice tests, and then I study a bit each day. That's basically my study routine. I'm going to be studying now, unfortunately. I don't like studying. I don't like tests. I've always been a project over test gal. But yeah. And like I said, I know you guys are probably getting tired at this point of me making finals videos. I promise I'm not going to be making them anymore. It'll probably be like my reflection one and then that's it. But first off, these are easy videos to make. They're videos I can make because I have to do it anyway. And also, I feel like they're just very educational and helpful, and I like sharing all the information I can about finals. It's also a slight way of me procrastinating. But these videos are quick, so it's like 10-minute procrastination. So yeah. So that's my little study for finals routine. In the end of Vlogmas Day 7. I'm not sure what Vlogmas Day 8 is. I have to look at my schedule. But I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 8. Don't forget to come back for that. Also check out YouTube Shorts for my advent calendar. And also don't forget to check out my other YouTube channel, my hair channel for Vlogmas as well. And go check out the other days. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Day 8. Bye guys.